Hey there. You've probably heard this one before, right? That every 7 years or so, you have a completely brand new body because all your cells have been replaced. It's a really cool idea, but is it actually true? Let's dig in and find out. So, this is the big question. Have you ever really thought about it? I mean, the idea that physically, you are not the same person you were a decade ago. The theory is that over 7 years, every single cell, every atom gets swapped out for a new one. But what does the science actually say? Okay, let's just cut right to the chase. The short answer? No, it's not true. That whole 7 year thing is basically a myth. But you're going to want to stick around because the real story of how our bodies renew themselves is way more complicated and honestly a lot more amazing. So let's start by unpacking this popular idea. If the 7 year rule isn't true, where did it even come from? And why has it stuck around for so long? Well, that 7 year number isn't pulled out of thin air. It's just a really misleading average. See, our bodies have trillions and trillions of cells. Some of them, like the ones lining our gut, get replaced at an incredible speed. These super fast renewing cells heavily skew the math, and they hide the fact that many other parts of us are much, much older. So then, how in the world do scientists figure out how old our cells really are? Well, the answer is just incredible. It actually involves Cold War history and a period of time when the entire planet was totally unintentionally turned into one giant science experiment. It's all because of something called the bomb pulse. See, during all that atmospheric nuclear testing back in the 50s and 60s, a huge amount of a special carbon isotope, carbon-14, got blasted into the air. That carbon-14 was absorbed by plants, which were then eaten by animals, and, well, it eventually made its way into the cells of every single person on Earth. And here's the genius part. The level of carbon-14 in the atmosphere was different every single year, which created a unique timestamp. So when one of your cells is born, its DNA locks in the carbon-14 level from that specific year. By measuring that level today, scientists can basically read a cell's birth certificate and know exactly when it was made. It's like biological archaeology, but inside our own bodies. So cool. So now that scientists had this incredible tool, they could finally map out the real renewal timelines for our bodies. So let's go on a quick tour, from the parts that get replaced in just a few days to the ones that are with us for our entire lives. Okay, let's start with the absolute speed demons, the cells that line your intestines. I mean, these guys are on the front lines, dealing with constant abuse from everything we eat and drink. Their lifespan is, get this, only about 5 days. That means you get a completely new gut lining almost every single week. Wild. Moving a little slower, but still pretty darn fast, is your skin. Your entire outer layer, the part that protects you from the world, it's called the epidermis, is completely replaced every 2 to 4 weeks. It's just a constant cycle of shedding the old and building the new. Now we're jumping up to a much longer time frame, one that's actually kind of close to that 7 year myth. Your skeleton feels permanent, right? But it's actually a living, active tissue that's constantly being broken down and rebuilt. To replace your entire skeleton with new bone takes about 10 years. And now, for the complete opposite end of the spectrum, the parts of you that last a lifetime. The huge majority of the neurons in your brain's cortex, the cells that hold your memories, your personality, your consciousness, basically you, they are as old as you are. They are with you from the day you're born until the very end. So, the main takeaway here is that our bodies don't just have one single renewal clock. Nope. They have dozens of them, all ticking away at completely different speeds. We've got the rapid turnover tissues like our gut and skin, the more moderate ones like our liver and bones, and then the permanent crew, like our brain neurons that are in it for the long haul. I mean, the contrast is just mind-boggling when you think about it. On one hand, you've got gut cells, replaced every week, basically designed to be functional and disposable. And on the other hand, you have your brain cells, with you for life, designed for stability, to preserve all your information. It's a true masterpiece of biological engineering, knowing when to renew and when to stay put. So, okay, this is all fascinating biology, but why does any of it actually matter in our daily lives? Well, this perfectly tuned balance between cell birth and cell death is absolutely crucial for our health. And when that balance gets thrown off, things can go really, really wrong. For example, let's talk about what some scientists call zombie cells. Now, the technical term is senescent cells. These are basically old cells that have stopped dividing like they should, but they also refuse to die. They just kind of hang around, spewing out inflammatory stuff that damages the healthy tissues around them. So you can see how cellular renewal is really a double-edged sword. As we get older, that buildup of zombie cells makes it harder for our bodies to repair themselves. If renewal goes into total overdrive with cells just dividing out of control, well, that's cancer. But the flip side is the incredible promise of regenerative medicine, the science of figuring out how to harness our body's own renewal powers to heal ourselves. And all of this brings us out of biology and into a really deep philosophical question that people have been thinking about for thousands of years. It's known as the ship of Theseus paradox. It goes like this. If you have a ship, and over time you replace every single plank of wood one by one, when it's all done, is it still the same ship? This is the exact same question we can now ask about our own bodies. And what's so amazing is that modern biology gives us a pretty profound answer. We're not just one ship being rebuilt, we are a living mosaic. We have a permanent core, our memories, our personality, locked away in brain cells that last a lifetime. And that core is surrounded by a physical body that's in a constant, beautiful state of change. So I'll leave you with this to think about. The actual physical stuff you're made of is always in flux. But the patterns, the memories, and the consciousness that are coded into your neurons, they endure. So if your cells are always changing, what part of you truly stays the same? It's a pretty fascinating question about what it really means to be you. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.